Future is undeniably one of, if not the most influential hip-hop artist of the past decade. Whether you like him or not, whether you like mumble rap or not, or trap or not, you cannot deny that his sound that he has been doing for over a decade is everywhere. So obviously, a lot of high anticipation for this new album, I Never Liked You. Got some cool features on here: Kanye, Gunna, Young Thug, Drake, Tems, Kodak Black even. But the two songs that I specifically wanted to get my first reaction of for you is Keep It Burning featuring Kanye and Wait For You featuring Drake and Tems. I feel like that collaboration could hit really hard. Now I will say, from what I was shown with Keep It Burnin', I'm just so interested to see if it's going to be different or exactly the same as what I was shown on Donda 2. Now that was so long ago, so I am excited to hear this collab on this album specifically. So let's get into it. As always, I have the lyrics pulled up. You know I gotta read along with the lyrics while I listen to my music. So first song, Keep It Burnin', Kanye.
Cross me so much, I got nails in my hand. City on fire, coming from the rock, the home of the drillers. I'ma buy a home next to your home if I miss you. Me, that's who. We didn't talk, but what they really do.
Ooh. First off, I honestly can't even remember Keep It Burnin' off Donda. All I remember is that it was definitely a song that Future sounded really good on. Ye might have seemed a bit out of place, but this is fire. I'm absolutely loving this. I did really love the instrumental originally, and I think maybe there's a little extra something in this one, but this song sounds a lot more finished and clean than from what I can remember. However, I don't remember this verse. Might have been there, but this verse is really good so far. Kanye does sound really good. He does sound like he belongs here. And the line, "We did it, Joe, but what they really do," that's a big shot at Joe and Kamala. I don't like to get too political, but that's a very interesting line from Ye. I don't know if it's necessarily because like he ran for president and, you know, he wants to run again. Obviously, he said that he wants to run again in 24, but that's a bold line right there. That was actually a fire verse from Ye. I actually enjoyed that a lot. Even like straight trap isn't 100% my cup of tea for hip hop, but it still goes hard. And I actually love the yee ad-libs that we get there. It's a lot of fun. It's also interesting in the hook how he says, "Cross me so much I got nails in my hand." I don't know how like Future feels about like the Christian stuff, but Ye's still going, obviously, as he said a few years ago that he was going to stick to the gospel lyrics.
City on fire. City
cooking out that bullshit, I scrape out the paint. One day I was high, had to pour the whole paint. Cut up the dog with the 59 times. Ducked out that day, look, I got 99 lives.
I really do think Future just sounds incredible on trap beats. His delivery and flow just fits perfectly, and sonically it sounds really smooth.
Walking in the day when the head is a must. Dog in my flip say it's running my cup.
blessings on blessings, they fell in my hand. Coming from the rack, we the home of the drillers.
Woo.
Coming from when I run for 24, I know my spouse that be with me. 100.
There's another reference to running in 24, I know my spouse better be with me. Obviously, Kanye wants a spouse that's going to support him in his presidential run. Why would you not? Running for president is such a big thing. You know, I think your spouse should definitely support you in that. If you meet the requirements to run for president, you should definitely be supported by family, friends, loved ones, and your supporters in general.
You don't want no attention, boy, you just want attention. I'ma pop up in your house if you pop up in my mentions.
Visit my grandmother in prison on Sunday. Talking third person, won't admit it if I done it.
Did he just say visit my grandmother in prison on Sunday? Is Future's grandma in jail?
City on fire.
So yeah, that song actually sounded very much so finished, completed. Obviously, I would hope so. It's living on Future's album, a real, full album. Not that Donda wasn't a real album, but a lot of it was unfinished. And I'm glad they put it on here. I'm glad they gave this to the people. It's a good collab. It goes hard. I think Ye fits on this way better than what I had previously heard on Donda 2, if I'm even remembering it correctly. But it is interesting. Future's verses are definitely way more trap than Ye's, right? Like, Kanye has some gospel Christian lines in his verses. Whereas Future, you know, he's saying like, I was raised by prostitutes, gangsters, pimps, visit grandmother in prison on Sunday, things like that. So I think Future's verses are definitely a little more darker, where, you know, in contrast to Kanye's verses, but it still sounds much better. Ye sounds like he fits on it. So let's go into Wait For You with Drake and Tems.
Early in the morning, late at night. You pray for my demons, girl, I got you. Every time I step on codeine, I get wrong. I've been in the field like the children of the corner. I can hear your tears when they drop over the phone.
I'm not gonna lie. This sound, this type of Future is way more my cup of tea, and I actually love this type of Future. Not saying I don't like, you know, the full trap banger type tracks that Future drops, but I like when he gets profound. I like Blood, Sweat, and Tears by Future. Honest, I loved that album and that self-titled track. I liked a lot of even Pluto. I thought those albums were incredible. So to hear something with this type of guitar loop, you know, take a little step back, you know, chill out a little bit, and, you know, Future gets a little more profound, and I like seeing that side of him.
Traveling around the world, I would've to the real one, exactly what it is.
I think Tems provides a great flair to this song, and I also do love the theme. You know, when he partakes in his vices, he becomes more vulnerable, he becomes more honest and truthful, and I think that's pretty common in human nature. When you partake in drinking or whatever your vice may be in this life, you open up a little more and you get profound and you talk about your life.
I've been traveling around the world. I sit on my balcony and wonder how you feeling. I cannot convince you that I love you for a living. I be on your live feelings.
This beat fits Drake perfectly, but so far I'm questioning the mix on his vocals just a little bit. I don't know if it's like a flanger or some sort of filter. It kind of makes him sound like he's on the phone. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's on purpose, but I would rather hear something mixed more like Future's vocals where it stands out a little bit. This is just an interesting choice of mix for these Drake vocals.
Walk me off the plane because you know that I'm a swimmer. Supposed to be a dog, but you don't put me in a kennel. Guess I'm not that influential. Guess I'm not the one that's meant for you.
I mean, I thought that was a great verse. I mean, obviously this beat just sounds like it was absolutely made for Drake. However, I think the mix on those vocals could have been a little crisper, a little, I don't know, I could have done without that filter. I think it would have sounded better, you know, if it didn't have that flanger or filter or whatever it is on it, and if they were just a little more clear cut, maybe.
Tears when they drop over the phone. Get mad at myself cause I can't leave you alone.
I mean, I guess they say I can hear your tears when they drop over the phone. Drake talks about texting. Like, if that's what they were going for with that artistic decision, then so be it.
Exactly how you feel.
Exactly what it is.
Like, Future's vocals just sound so much clearer. I don't know. That's the only qualm I have with this track.
Early in the morning, late at night. It don't even matter what time.
Love that beat a ton. Like I said, I really like the Future songs where he takes a step back, is a little more vulnerable, does get a little more profound. I think stylistically, Drake absolutely fit on this beat. I love the added Tems vocals, gives it that extra dimension, especially during Future's part that makes the song, you know, that much more melodical and pleasant to listen to. So overall, I'm actually really pleased with both these songs that I've heard. I did listen to about 10 of the other songs this morning, as always. You know, Future just kills it. You know, he really is the leader of this specific genre of hip-hop, so can't be denied as one of the best. But what did you think of the new Future album, I Never Liked You? Please let me know in the comments, what did you think about these songs, and what did you think about the album as a whole? I also heard somewhere that he might be dropping Monster 2 soon. Is that true? Let me know in the comments if you know anything about that. As always, thank you so much for coming. If you liked the video, hit a like and subscribe to the channel. We're so close to 1K subs. Please, it would mean a lot to me if you hit that subscribe button. If you love talking music, making music, and listening to music just as much as I do. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram at EJSpark1. And as always, you know what it is. It's peace, love. I love s'mores. EJ, out.